Hey, brother, I wanted to answer your question about the five most effective ways to get new customers. Now, I'm guessing from the amount of detail that you gave here, which is if I don't have a big budget for ads, that you're probably in a business that's either just starting out or sort of in a growth phase. And so you don't really want to invest too much in advertising without getting an immediate ROI on that. So, what I'm going to suggest is actually instead of going the route of trying to build a funnel, I'm going to suggest the route of first off, creating more customers and then networking out through those customers. So, the number one most effective way that I believe you can get new customers is going to be in person. So, going to conferences, mastermind, conventions, things like that. Anything, trade shows, anything where your ideal prospects would be already. And then what you're going to do is you're going to talk to them in person and you're going to be able to be much more effective that way. And if you can't really sell in person, then you're not going to be able to sell online. Think about it. It makes a lot of sense. There's always that initial stage of know, like, and trust. And until you know how to build up that in person and to actually take that and shift it into a sale in person, then you're not going to be able to do it online, or at least you're going to struggle for a long time and go through a lot of embarrassing failures and things like that before you figure it out. So definitely, first thing I would recommend is get your in-person strategy nailed. Get some people that way. Next, so the next thing you're going to do then is network out from those people. So all the people that you refer, all the people that you so the next thing you're going to do is work out from those people. So every customer you get, you want to get a couple referrals out of them. So, you've met these people in person, you're going to follow up through email or give them a call or whatever and then close the deal, or you just close it right there on the spot at the mastermind. Like I've done that before. And then you're going to ask them when you're done your product or you're done your service or partway through it, if it's an ongoing thing that they're then on retainer or they're a client of yours or whatever, then you're going to say, hey, who else do you know who would be interested in this? And there's a million different ways that you can ask for referrals. I'm not going to go into specific scripts here, but basically that's the idea is you're going to get them to give other people in the industry who they can refer to you that will also be potential valuable clients for you. And then you can just keep building out from there and building out from there. And that's a great way to get some initial testimonials, some recommendations to really nail your sales message in person. And then you can also follow up with those people through direct mail or email or web marketing or whatever, and really build that into a bigger what's the word? A bigger customer base that you can kind of, test things out with and see what works and survey them and ask them. And then you'll find that you'll have a powerful marketing message in there and you might learn some things about your sales message that you didn't know before too. In fact, scratch that. You definitely will learn some things about your sales message that you didn't know before. So, then the next thing that you're going to do is once you have this network, this referral base and this customer base and all these referrals, and you've got basically a good reputation, then you're going to start to create content that solves these people's problems. So if everyone's coming to you, let's say you're a veterinarian, and you notice that a lot of people are coming in and saying, hey, is it okay to give large dog food to my small dog? And you keep getting this question over and over and over again, and you meet a lot of people with small dogs and they keep saying like, hey, is this okay? Is this going to hurt my dog? So then what you can do is you can write a blog post about it. You can say something like, should you give large dog food to your small dog? And then you answer that question in the blog post and you share it in a few forums and things like that, and it's going to get some traction and it's going to get some more attention to you. And at this point then, you've got a killer sales message, you've got a great reputation, you've got a solid customer base, you've got testimonials, and now you're getting attention. So now what you're going to want to do is turn that attention into a funnel. And basically the idea with a funnel is you're going to capture email addresses. That's really the best way to go about it. And you're going to have a system where either through advertising, through paid traffic, or through some type of organic traffic, or whatever. I'll show you another way. I'll tell you another way in a second here. You're going to have a way that you can automatically turn visitors and leads into sales through an automated process. But you won't be able to do this unless you already have a really good sales process in place for people that you've met in person and you've sold in person, and you have that solid customer base with all those testimonials that you can work off of. Because testimonials are really important. They're a very crucial part of the sales process. You got to have proof in there. So what you're going to do then is, once you've built this funnel, then the next step is JVs. So JVs is when you're going to approach other people who have complementary or similar businesses, or would market to the same type of people, you know. So if you're a veterinarian, then you could go to pet stores and you say, hey, if you give people this, you know, send an email out to your customer list and send people to this free video about the 5 things that every small dog owner should absolutely do. And then what they're going to do is they're going to send that out, and it's coming from a trusted source, and you already have this funnel in place, and you say to the pet store, you know, we'll give you 15% of whatever new revenue we generate through this. And I don't know how vets work, so I don't know if that's a terrible example or not. I'm just making stuff up here. So that, then what you've done is you've got a compelling sales message, you've got the proof, you've got testimonials, you've got a solid customer base, and you've got a working funnel. And now you can just basically just go to new influencers and then use their influence, that they already have all these people who know, like, and trust them because they're their customers. And you can use them to just blow that up and scale it to a massive level. So that's what I would say is the 5 most effective ways to get customers if you don't have a very large advertising budget.